you have any idea how crazy the weather is in the Black Hills? Now, I know this is not exclusive to the Black Hills. It is more of a mountain range kind of thing, as far as I understand. Um, we get some crazy weather that comes over the hills, and this week is a prime example of that. A week ago, we had to have our heat on. It got really cold overnight. Then yesterday, we had a high, it was 77 or 78 out is what it got up to yesterday. I was wearing capris, running around town, running errands. It was almost hot in the sun. We are at a higher elevation too. But now today, the high is 44. And tonight it's supposed to start raining, which leads into tomorrow, which is a high of like 26. And the amount keeps varying, but we're supposed to get a lot of snow. I wore capris yesterday, but honestly, this is really typical around here. I have got a lot of stuff to get done. Sean actually worked on stretching some of the fence yesterday. I'll show you that in a minute. They didn't get a whole lot of that done, partially because of timing and partially for the same reason. I did not get outside and plant all of my tulip bulbs and that stuff that I wanted to. And that's because I don't know what they are. And today I might try to do some stuff, but it's colder. Yesterday, the floating spiders, I don't know what kind they are. I really do not like spiders, but they float on cobweb strings. They were everywhere. It was insane. Driving home looked like the start of a horror movie because there were like cobwebs stringing off of every post, pole, tree, you name it. The power lines, where there's a couple lines that run together, they were like wrapped around. It looked like a massive web. It was insane. I stopped to get gas and had two of them land on me. That wasn't my favorite. But apparently when Sean and Charlie were out trying to stretch a section of fence, they were landing on them constantly. And Sean said, aside from having to constantly like get the webs off of you, Charlie knocked several off of her legs that kept getting on her, and they were like, done. And spiders don't bug those two quite as much, but there were too many for them. So that is that. Weather is turning, which really sucks too. Our kids were supposed to have their first TBQ meet this weekend, and we've had to cancel our trip. Well, partially cancel. We were gonna head out a day early so we could go as an entire family, get some stuff done. But because of weather, it's supposed to be snowing. We were going to leave tomorrow, and it's supposed to completely dump on us tomorrow. So we knew that that wasn't going to work. So we'll see the next day is when everybody else is supposed to be leaving. The weather is going to determine if anybody goes or if the tournament or the meet even happens. And sorry about that. I normally prop my camera on the steering wheel, and I thought I'd hold it today for some unknown reason, probably because I plan on getting out in a sec. I'm just kind of rambly. So I didn't do just an update vlog last week. There wasn't a whole lot to report. Sean had been out of town, and I was really stressed by the end of the week because the furnace went out while he was out of town. But I am resourceful, and we have some really awesome friends. I just put a shout out on Facebook and said, does anybody know how to find and light the pilot light? Because I can't find it. Two friends both messaged me and walked me through different things. Turns out our furnace doesn't have a pilot light. I didn't know that that was a thing. It has an igniter and a flame sensor, both of which I now know how to clean and change. In the end, that still wasn't it. It was an open limit switch, and it needed a new fuse. But again, I now know how to do all of that. We are a really big DIY family, if you have not figured that out. If you're unsure of that fact, I really suggest you go check out our kitchen remodel, or even the Jeep video that I did where Sean talked about all the stuff he was doing to it. Yeah, and then another big thing, Sean sold his Chevelle. 71 Chevelle. He's had it for several years, bought it when we lived on the other end of the state. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get it in the garage, and he didn't have the time or the money to put into it that it needed, and it was starting to show signs of rust and spots you don't want. And he decided it was time to just be done with it. And I had to sign off on it because we very purposely put my name on the title for that reason. So he couldn't sell it without my permission, because he's owned other ones in the past, and he has a habit of selling things thinking we need the money and then regretting it and then wanting to buy another one, and it just get more expensive. This time around, it was different. His reason was not for the money or anything. It was because he knew he didn't have the time to dedicate to it. He wants to put his priorities and his focus elsewhere, and I completely support and love that about him. So I'm going to head inside, and then I'm going to show you what they did on the fence and some other clips and stuff that we've done. Hasn't been that exciting. So I'm going to go in. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I just got home because I go to Bible study fellowship every week, and it is my mommy time out. So now I'm home, and he's actually home too. So I'm going to go in and see if they've all eaten and go from there. Just to show the absurdity of our weather right now, this is fall apparently, and we're getting all that snow tonight. Look at all the leaves on the trees still. The grass is still green and growing. I mean, Sean just mowed it like 2 days ago. Yeah, the leaves are not even turning hardly. On the big cottonwood out there, you can see some yellowing. Sorry about the wind. So it's windy out here too, and I hope you guys can hear me well, but that's a little stretch of fence that he got put up there. He swears to me that gap over there is not as big as it looks, and he's going to find a way to attach the end of our fence to theirs. It's not quite what I thought he was going to do, but it is what it is. What you cannot see is that it's actually already started to snow. I am headed out to take Emmy to the eye doctor, so I'm going to head out front and see if you can see it out there, because I can actually see it better out front too. So let's go look out that way. You can't see it. It's green, it's snowing. You just can't see it.
What?
Oh. I've been chewing then. Nom, nom, nom.
Because I don't think any of you actually be able to watch it because it's bumpy. Video. Okay, you might not want to take a 2-minute video, Emmy.
What if it's of your face?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, hair on my face.
Oh my. You look blonde, and with the lighting on the camera, you look almost blonde.
Oh, I'm blonde.
Almost, not quite.
This is how I put on my sunglasses. Boom. Okay.
Well guys, it is the next day. This is not even 24 hours after I started the video. This is how storms go here. I can't even leave my sunroom. In fact, I'm gonna walk over here and show you that there's so much snow I can't get the door open more than that. So I have to have the girls go around from the other side to shovel it. And Sean already did part of the sidewalk apparently, or that's just drifting. I know he shoveled out front on the driveway this morning. He still had to get into work, and thankfully there has been a plow that's come through. We have some issues with plows in this area because it's a privately done deal, and yeah. But you can see my apple tree still has green leaves. And so I guess if that's somehow like proof, actually let me come over here. Those trees over there are some from a different side of the house that I showed in the beginning of the video that, you know, the big cottonwood you can't see because that's actually farther around the corner. But you can see everything is green. The grass is still green under the snow too. But yeah, welcome to winter. Apparently, we don't get fall this year. Well, and since we're essentially snowed in, I mean, Sean's making it to work. He's supposed to let me know how the roads are when he gets closer. But yeah, no makeup yet today or anything. I did shower. In fact, my hair's wet and I'm getting really cold, so I'm going in a sec. I had to put on my jacket to come out here with my Bob Ross shirt. But no, anyhow, I am actually going to keep this video going until probably tomorrow, because we are supposed to get at least another 6 inches, and then tomorrow is supposed to be decent out by tomorrow afternoon. So just to show you guys the absolute craziness that is the weather out here sometimes. It can drive a person bonkers, but then we just have to really relish the days where it's really nice. And by Saturday or Sunday, it's actually supposed to be really decent again. In fact, just about everything should melt by the end of the weekend. And that's just par for the course too. So I'm going to head back in here. I have got kids. They locked me out. I've got kids watching TV. We don't do snow days. We do Sundays. I know, you locked me out.
I didn't go. I'm not going to do it.
It's all Ciara's fault.
Force of habit.
Force of habit.
Force of habit.
So yeah, so they're watching that. They will all get their schoolwork done here today, because that's what we do. We do Sundays, not snow days, because we're already home. There's no reason not to do schoolwork just because public schools aren't. So you can see me in the background there. And my mess of a kitchen. Every time I clean it, I swear it looks worse again. So. Okay, so this is like the longest drawn out vlog that I have done yet. This is day 3. I wanted to show you guys that the weather we had. You can see that big cottonwood that I showed you before, still completely green. Oh, I've got a little one trying to escape the house here. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can see that they're still green. Half the snow has actually already started melting. What you can see over there is where it's actually drifted. You can see footprints where somebody actually walked through the yard. Actually, that might be concerning because I have absolutely no idea who would have walked through our yard. I'm going to have to ask Sean because nobody to my knowledge. But anyhow, today is my grocery day where I would normally go get groceries, but I refuse to. In fact, I'm surprised I'm standing out here. It's a little warmer than I thought it would be. Last time I checked, it was like 27 degrees out with a real feel of 1, which now that was like 3 hours ago. So I do know it has warmed up from that. It is definitely chilly out here. I think we have a high of 32 today. But yeah, seriously, I just had to show you guys the fact that all of the green and the snow, because we didn't have fall. I'm going to show you though, this tree, when I started the video, had all of its leaves, and you can see them on the ground. Yeah, that's where it's at. So yeah, that is winter around here. And I've got a 2-year-old who was trying to escape. There's our sign by the front door. Micah, you say hi?
Hi.
He was trying to come out and join me. I didn't even put on makeup yet today. Gonna wrap up Blake's schoolwork with him. Micah's following me now. Huh? You just watching yourself? Blake's working on schoolwork. Emmy is walking around. So I'm going to wrap up Blake's schoolwork with him, and we'll see what else we do here today. But I'll let you follow around for some of it. You show off your color.
I got color.
She's got purple ends. Let it down so we can see how it falls. Oh, you know what? On camera, it really shows up. I'll have to show you this when we're all done. Since, you know, I need to wrap up the vlog that I've got going showing how crazy our weather is out here. May as well do this, right? Now that what was that? Okay. So we'll have to go show Jasmine's hair. Although I don't think she's going to let me. Because while she likes the color, there was a bit of a learning curve for the process, and she's not overly thrilled with that. And I don't blame her.
She doesn't like that.
How about me?
She likes the color of her hair, not the color of her scalp.
That's too close to the scalp and you're not supposed to?
I warned her, like, because she didn't want anything showing. I was like, it's gonna get on your skin. Yeah. She can't wear her hair up for a while
Mom, how about me?
because it shows it more. So she has to wear it down to kind of cover. How about you, what, honey?
Me doing the bedroom.
You want me to show you drawing a picture?
Yeah.
What are you drawing?
Ukasa.
You make up your own language most of the time.
Ukasa.
Ukasa?
Yeah.
A house.
Casa?
Un casa. A house. Except it's supposed to be
Ukasa.
Alrighty, this is what
Mi casa
happens
su casa.
on a regular basis. Your father's version of Salt Bay.
un. You're spilling it on the floor.
I missed.
It's gonna happen. That's under your feet.
Guess the dog gets a carrot. Archie. Look, it's magic. How many more carrots do you want?
I don't know.
Do you want 1, 2, 3, 4?
Good for the moment.
I'm more or less just dropping them in there.
Finger stickers.
Oh, apparently I'm.
Okay.
Okay, while it's still plenty chilly out, in fact, I think it's colder now than it was this morning, probably because the sun's on the other side of the house now. And I can smell plenty of fireplaces going. It's actually a really heavy scent of smoke in the air. There's quite a bit of breeze too, but I wanted to show you guys before I sign off just how much the snow is melting today. Got grass creeping up everywhere. This poor tree is like the only tree that has decided that it really is fall. I guess I'm pointing there, which is different in the screen. But like every other tree, it's kind of like, I refuse to believe that. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys this here too. There. That tree is denying the existence of fall. That tree is still denying the existence of fall. It's just the way it goes. But you get to see 3 days of crazy weather in the Black Hills, little snippets of what my family was doing in the meantime. And I'm going to get back inside because after Sean got done salt baying the carrots and green beans, yeah, there was quite the mess. And the Instant Pot ended up with more in it than it was supposed to. And I couldn't even put all the potatoes in. For anybody who was curious, it's just stew meat that I browned up yesterday, quartered potatoes, baby carrots, and frozen green beans with the trivet in the bottom so nothing turns to complete mush, and then thrown in the Instant Pot on high for 12 minutes. Fast, easy meal. I was going to make spaghetti squash with it, but I didn't. But that is cooking, and I am freezing. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, if nothing else, in support of the insane weather and the hopes that we all stay warm. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell because you never know what's coming up next. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is not dangerous at all.
As the pieces get flung out.
I was going to say there's balloon carcasses everywhere.
Is that all of them?
For the moment.
Dead balloons.
Until I go get another pack.
I think there's
Then
more
I'm gonna pull
downstairs.
I was gonna say there was like 2 or 3 orange ones.
Let's pick up the remnants. Can I just say for the record that I did not support this activity?
It's a fun activity, though.
You literally told me to sit on
Never thought about doing it with a knife. Just there, got it.
Cyber a bit of indestructibleness in it.
Indestructible balloons. Or really dull knife.
I'm gonna go with the second one mostly, but you know, the first one did play a factor.
It does make it more fun.
They were crazy strong balloons.
They
I mean,
were.
the kids
'Cause
have sat
were
and
laying
bounced on them
them
for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
Those are really good balloons. Apparently Target makes good balloons. Or carries
For
ones.
target practice.
Oh, Lord. Okay, not as good. Because those ones pop right away.
Or I'm just getting better.
I think I'm going to go with the
Or
bird.
because I just blew them up. Here we go.
Oh, you're going to keep it smaller so it doesn't pop as easily.
I want pull one. Mom, I want pull one up.
I don't know if you know how to.
I do.
Okay. I like this harder for you. Not really!
I want to explode it everywhere.
Yeah, I did.